Welcome back. It's still the Better Half show, and we are discussing closing the deal. How do you get a young lady to give the capital yes, or how do you get the guy to even drop the big question in the first instance? I have some more people with us to discuss this subject. I have David. David is a musician, and Ayo. Ayo is a procurement officer. David and Ayo, you're welcome on the show.
Thank you. Thank you very much. Thank you.
All right, guys, let's start out by checking you out. Who is in a relationship?
I am.
You are?
Yeah, I am.
But yet to close the deal?
Yeah.
Okay, but the deal is working out?
Yeah, it's working out.
Okay. So, David, where is the deal?
Well, it's coming. Presently, no deal.
It just reminds me of that show that we used to have, Deal or No Deal. So you have been having no deal.
Well, some deals don't get to the finish line, just, sometimes.
So why do you think you have not been able to close the deal? Because
well,
you are the guy and the ball is actually in your court. Yeah.
True. I'll speak from past relationship. I was in a relationship, and it was a part 2 of the relationship because we had dated before. We broke up. Then decided to come back, so it was like part 2. And I was like, okay, part 2 has to make sense. Part 1 did not make sense. So I really took my time. Like, if you're going to do this, you have to do this for real. And to my own surprise, she still gave me the hammer. And the reason was that she didn't feel like the one. She didn't feel like the special. And that's quite funny because in my circles, everybody knew her as...
You are the guy.
Yeah, like everybody knew that, okay, this is David's girl. And I didn't know where I came from. And for 2 months, when she broke up for 2 months, I didn't tell anybody because I wanted to use that time as like a buffer time to
reflect.
Apart from reflect, to fix it. I don't want to see you today and tell me, how's my girlfriend? I said, we're no longer dating. And next week you say, hey, and I said, don't hey, me, we are back. So I needed 2 months to deal with the issue, and still.
But the 2 months didn't work.
It didn't work. Waste of time.
That's interesting. So, Ayo, tell us how you brought the deal to this point. We know you have not totally closed it, but...
Okay. Mine was more of like, I was ready for a relationship, and I was like, Ayo, it's time you do this. But my past relationships didn't work, so I was like, okay, you have to take your time. And it happened to be like a gathering I was invited for, like a singles gathering, and someone called me up. I was like, Ayo, you're here, meant to be here at so time, and you're late. I was like, oh, okay, I'll be there very soon, just wait for me. Funny enough, I got there, she wasn't there. And I was like, oh yeah, the girl called me, I really do like her, who is she? And continued, the next time I had the meeting, she called, I got to the meeting, she wasn't there. And I was like, come on. Well, anytime I realize she's not there, I go back home, I call her, I was like, you're not there, why? What happened? And she's like, okay, I had work, I had this. So luckily one day we got to the meeting, she was there. And I was like, oh wow, nice lady, I think. So it happened, we got talking, sort of. We became friends, kind of. And I realized that any time I was to leave that gathering, I just found myself unconsciously, I'd go and be like, I'm leaving. So I just kept, putting myself there, attaching myself, sort of. But I realized one day I got back from work, and I just decided to call her. Funny enough, she just got back from work too. And then we talked a bit, and I was like, okay, you know what? Then I think she just got back from work, and she told me she laid down in her bed. She had not, taken off her clothes and all that. So I was like, okay, you go ahead, get properly prepared. I'll call you back. And then I called, we got talking. And I was like, you know what? I'll be honest with you, this is it. I like you. I was like, I'm not really meant to say this. And she was like, oh, really? Then like 3 days later, we had a show. We went for it together, and that's where we started from after a while.
So that's where we are, and you summoned the courage.
Yeah, I did.
You said something like, I'm not really supposed to be saying this. What are you supposed to be saying? You
The truth is.
It just points to the fact that guys can actually be timid sometimes, you know, because even telling us here right now, you say, you know, I'm not supposed to be saying this. What else are you supposed to be saying? You like this babe, you have been, you know, shining your eyes like you say in this part of the world a bit, and you know. So, but you had you heard the ladies talking about, you know, guys. Sometimes they don't know what they want. They want a bad girl. So if they have a good girl, they think the girl is cheap or easy to come by. What do you guys really want? Yeah, like David, have you really decided what you want?
What I really want. First, I'm the outgoing type of guy. I'm the kind of guy. I'm out there. I'm a musician, I'm a model. So I first off, I don't want to get married to a musician. So that's a big X. If you are singing, maybe we could do a show together. That's it. I tend towards ladies that are more, to sum it up, like iron, you know.
Very hard.
Yeah, very hard.
Yeah. Are you sure you can handle that?
Sure.
I don't think so. Really. Most guys claim they want, you know, strong women and all of that, but half the time they don't have what it takes to handle a woman who is strong.
Well, you're talking from your own personal experiences, because I heard you speak, and guys have been running away from you, so I don't get.
It's not running away. They probably can't handle, because sometimes you see someone with a level of knowledge, confidence, and all of that, so it's intimidating. And then some guys think, oh yeah, you know what, I like that. They're attracted to that. Then in the end, they're like, you know what, she's just too confident for me. I probably can't. In fact, this particular. So
okay, cool. I hear you. Well, like I said, you're still talking from your own end. My confidence level is off the charts. Trust me.
Okay.
If I like you, I talk to you. I really don't.
Fair enough. You're speaking for one of 1 million men. You're speaking for 1 in 1 million men.
1 in 1 million.
Not many can handle.
So what about you, Ayo? Can you cope with a lady that is very strong, a strong personality?
Okay. My kind of person, I'll say the reserved type. So right from day one, I've never wanted a quiet girl. One kind of girl that I'm not in that mood. I get home and I'm like, she's like, hey guy, cheer up, what's wrong with you? I like a kind of hyperactive girl. But I don't really want someone who's like kind of authoritative, you get? There's a difference between being confident, and being cocky. You get, like being confident to a point of being rude. It's different, because some ladies are that confident to a point that they get proud, and the guys are like, come on, what do you take me for? And I think that's where most guys do not like to compare. They run away from those things.
So Ayo, what you're saying is that guys love confident ladies, but not cocky ladies.
Yes, exactly.
Buki, I'm sure you're talking about that personality that exudes confidence, intelligence, poise, and all that.
Yes,
but
absolutely.
not really rude.
Not rude.
So where do we draw the line?
I think the thing is, most times there's this insecurity. I've come to see with a lot of guys, and so they struggle between, okay, I really want a confident person, but I really don't want a confident person. So they are in between. So when you see a very confident lady, in fact, this particular guy that I was talking about, I used to greet a lot of people in my circle, and he goes, you're always greeting everybody. And I'm thinking, that's the person, that's who I am, you know. So it was even a bit uncomfortable for that person. So it's a bit of a balance. I think men should be schooled more.
Okay.
Yes.
So, Nana, have you been in any kind of situation where the guys seem a little bit intimidated because you're confident, you know who you are?
No, not necessarily. I haven't really had such an experience.
Okay, so what do you say to that, though, about guys drawing the line between, you know, this lady is cocky and this lady is actually confident?
Yeah, well, I think that you actually have those sort of ladies, right? But then I think the scenario would be where the guy is just emotionally imbalanced. So a guy that's not fully confident, he's not a fully mature person, will not want his lady to outshine him because he thinks, oh no, you should be behind me. Like, you shouldn't be out there being the confident woman, having everything going for her, because he can't fathom why that woman should be doing what she's doing, because he's not a mature guy. A full man, a mature man would definitely want his lady out there and pushing, oh, see my wife, ooh, clap for her, you know. That's
Interesting. That's a different perspective altogether. Talking about maturity of the guys. You know, generally speaking, people say that ladies mature faster than the guys, and I think it plays out when we get to that point where we want to close the deal. Because you see a 30-year-old guy trying to close a deal with a 26-year-old young lady, and the lady is really more mature, and she's displaying more maturity. We're going to go on a break right now. When we come back, we're going to dig into this a little more. So don't go anywhere. Stay with us, and we'll be right back. Welcome back. It's the BetterHalf Show, and we've been discussing closing the deal. How do you get a guy to pop that real question, will you marry me? And how do you secure a capital yes? And I've had these wonderful people on the show with me today, and it's been extremely interesting. Guys, let's just take this as we'll start to wrap this all up. There's the notion from everything that we've been saying that the nice guy or the nice lady is usually maybe not very interesting, a bit on the boring side. Is it always true?
Well, incidentally, I've had a friend who I know could have licked my toe, but I didn't marry him. The reason why was because I felt I couldn't respect him. And it's not so much as him being nice, it was the fact that I just think if I can't respect someone's opinion, it's not right to marry that kind of person. You should, so it's not a question of being nice. I think I like a tender, nice, kind guy, as long as he's firm enough, he knows how to draw the lines and all of that. So yeah, that's what I would say.
So guys, what do you say to that? It's about being able to respect you, you know, give you the regard and the honor, and you still have to be nice. Yeah.
I think for guys, it's not all that good going all the way nice. Because it's like she said, you as a guy being too nice, it's going to take you like for granted. Let me put it that way. So I feel guys should be like, there should be a limit to where I'm that nice guy, but at the same time, when I say this, I mean it. When I say if you mess me up and I say, look, I'm going to do this, I'm going to leave you, if you mess me up again, I'll do it. When the girl sees that, okay, this guy is firm, and his leg is like on the ground when he says this, fine, she's going to respect him all the way. That's why I think.
Yeah, but talking about respect, Nene, what would make you respect a guy?
I mean, somebody that I look up to, someone that can lead me. That's what will make me respect you, and someone that can lead me not just intellectually rather, but also in all things. I mean, I should be able to look up to you most of the time, not you falling back to me.
So you respect a guy who is a leader,
yes,
who can lead you,
yes, because
the whole thing is all about, you know, somebody has to take the lead, and the man should do that, and that's why you are the man. So David, are you the man?
Yes,
I'm saying, can you lead?
Yeah, sure, I definitely can lead. A good thing about being a musician is that you get to deal with so many people, you know, arrangements and stuff like that. So there you have, as a very good and decent musician, there's this sense of direction. All right, there's going to be a concert or a show at so time. Okay, we'll have 8 rehearsals before this time. That kind of trains your mind. Okay, so when you go into a relationship, there's this definite goal you are trying to reach. So about nice girls or nice guys, it's just, for me, I think it's about maturity. Ladies, you know, when you say mature, very mature guy, it doesn't have to do with age or anything. You know, there's some things you pick. Some things you pick, just sense, this guy has, he might be young, but he has sense. He knows where he's going to.
Yeah, that's good. That's good. That's good. That's good. All right. Let me just say one or two things on everything that we have all said. Buki, I need you to understand that you will probably strike, at any man or any young man, strike a young man as being maybe a bit assertive and strong. That's an area of strength. But you need to temper it with that tenderness, that respect, that, going out there to honor a man. I think it will go a long way to help you close the deal. And for you, Nene, I think you should be maybe a little more assertive, right? A little more assertive. You're very tender, but a little more assertive, so that somebody will not, you won't come across as, like that easy to get, you understand what I'm saying? And David,
Sure.
I think you need to move past the hurt and your broken heart, which I believe is already healed right now. Yeah. You need to move past that and forget the pain of the past and understand that there's always something better in the future. And if you allow the pain to rule your heart, you'll be blinded towards what's ahead. Many, millions of young, pretty, wonderful ladies who are not musicians, by the way, because you said you want to marry a musician. So who are not musicians, but who are, very wonderful to be with. So be hopeful, be strong, and let the future happen, in a big way and in grand style. And Ayo, you're doing well.
Thank you. Thank you, sir.
Almost closing the deal.
Yeah, almost.
Yeah. So keep up the good work.
Thank you.
And study, prepare for what is ahead of you. Success happens when opportunity meets preparation. Now you are almost closing the deal, so very soon you're going to be really the man, certified man, and you need to be able to live up to expectation. Thank you all for coming on the show today. All right. Thank you for staying with me on the show. It's been wonderful. It's been great having all this discussion. I want you to know that, whether you are a young man or a lady, you're still single, you can close the deal. You can actually take those steps. You've heard from my guest today. Even if you're a lady, you can take steps that will make a guy know that you have something to offer, that you are valuable, that you add value to them. Don't portray yourself as somebody who is just there, who may not have value. Let everyone that come across you know that you have value, you have something to offer. And guys, it's time to up your game. Confidence is the rule of the game. Confidence. You need to be confident. You need to grow and become mature, knowing that ladies tend to grow and mature faster than us guys. So you need to go out of your way to learn how to mature emotionally, physically, spiritually, and groom yourself. Get a mentor. Let somebody guide you into closing the deal. Thank you for staying with me today, and I look forward to being with you again very soon, perhaps on this station. Keep building good relationships. Keep building yourself up. May your relationship and marriages be sweet.